Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here. It is time for the Midnight Thunder Series Sim500 Esports set to get underway. Here from the home of motorsports, or NASCAR, that is. It is the Truck Series here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'm Adam Chapman, joined with me in the booth, Todd Chase Jr. Todd, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty well.
Friday/Saturday. Pretty good, huh? Better than me?
Okay, I guess we could say that, but
always better than me, Todd. Always. Welcome to Charlotte, by the way.
Yeah, Charlotte's one of them types of races we were talking about, before we went live here, that pretty much everybody knows how to run this track. I mean, it's last time we knew it was free on the service once you joined the service, so...
Yeah, I'll sit here looking. If we go to our top, we'll just say top 14, they are separated by 3.5 tenths or less. So,
yeah.
Don't know if we're going to get the kind of racing that we've seen out of these guys Wednesday. I hope so. That was some of the best racing we've seen in a very long time.
I know, and especially with it being at Michigan, I mean, you have pretty much everything in that race. So hopefully, some of these guys can bring some of that excitement to tonight's race. So
yeah, I think that was our race of the year, by the way, so far.
Oh, for sure.
We'll do the end of the year awards like we did the mid-season awards earlier back in June. We'll do the end of the year awards in December, but that would probably definitely be the candidate for it. Anyway, 120 laps. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm seeing on the board here.
Like I said, nothing too crazy. Really talk about too much. We're only just our third race in, so 79-degree track temp. Tyler Dalton on top of the board. By the way, Utah was talking about this. Last week's race lasted an hour even, like 60 minutes.
Yeah, how often does that happen?
Yeah, kind of crazy to think about that. So, I don't think tonight's race is going to be quite like that. Maybe a little bit longer, but anyway, it should be fun. What else we got to talk about?
I do want to mention this is week number 3 here of the series. Our previous winners were Gary Sexton at Talladega and Tyler Dalton. And got some big penalty news here coming out of this league.
Yeah.
Ben McDonnell entering this race tonight. I don't know if he's even here.
I don't see him either, but he did get a penalty.
7-point penalty, so...
Something about a black flag. I'm not quite sure what that was. Also, Todd, I know you got something going on November 6th, and I want to go ahead and start mentioning that a little bit.
Yeah, I was actually going to wait till, I think it was this coming week once I figured out more what's going on, but for most of you that know Extra Life, which is a, what do we call that, a charity for children that are in hospitals or whatever, they do an annual gaming day where everybody streams their gaming content. It raises money for them children in them hospitals. But tonight I do want to mention that I will be doing that, and it's actually going to be starting right here in this series on November 5th when we go live. I will be live on Twitch. So if anybody's interested, we can throw all the information out, once we get closer to that. But I will be going live for this series on November 5th. And then from there, I'm going to go all night and all day with some other gaming content and stuff like that to try and raise some money for...
You're going to try to go straight for it?
I may take a break or two, but if I do take a break, I'll probably throw a video that I had recorded in previously to make sure that there's still something out there for people to watch.
Heck, I might even hop on there and do a couple things. I don't know. We'll see.
Heck yeah, man.
It'll be fun. We'll put the link and stuff on Facebook. We may even go live on Facebook with Todd. I may be able to stream his content to our Facebook and stuff and do all that.
Yeah.
But it'd be pretty cool. It's for the kids. We've done it a couple times. Love doing it. So yeah, we'll definitely get the news out. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you're doing it because I haven't really thought much about doing it this year, but I'm glad you're doing it. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I was going to actually talk to you guys about, meeting you guys, like the guys in the team and stuff like that, about doing some stuff with me throughout that day or whatever, seeing what everybody's schedule is and stuff. But here we go. Don't mean to change the subject, but we got qualifying starting here tonight. Let's see who our first truck will be.
Bobby Wessel.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll go.
Brett Murphy.
Brett Murphy. But let's go Bobby Wessel. He's actually good
Okay.
at speed, so go
Yep.
him. And he's in our favorite numbers, so one of our favorite numbers.
Yep. Bobby Wetzel running that Haviline paint scheme as per usual.
I like old Bobby Wessel. We'll see what he does in the Chevrolet.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of them guys that can actually literally come out of nowhere and pick up a win in this series. I mean, he has had some bad luck as of lately, but nonetheless, I think he can actually get it done here tonight.
Good possibility. Bob Gillard just rolling out as well. We're still watching Bobby Wetzel. Mitch Mama lined up to go out. Kevin Stone is out. Jeremy Jones, Doug E. Digging, Gary Sexton, PK back in here tonight. You can see Paul Kramer right back in here. Is Bobby going to complete the first lap? Second lap going to be the fastest here, but a 30.6 it looks like for Bobby Wetzel, which does it's going to keep him at top of 2 right now, but we'll see a faster lap the second lap.
Right. We see Bobby West now working his way down the back stretch. Going to go to the bottom here in 3 and 4. Hopefully he can get enough of a run out of 4 to improve his position. Currently second on the board right now to Brett Murphy. Coming to the line. Wetzel will improve.
There you go.
Jeremy Jones out of 6. Kevin Stone 4th. Doug Newbegin now up to 2nd.
Yeah, Paul Kramer up. Yeah, you're right. Doug went up to 2nd. Here's Gary Sexton, by the way. He is on his 2nd lap, so we'll see what he can do. Speaking of which, we're here at Charlotte. I was sitting here just thinking of this. You know, all these mile and a halves are starting to get changed a lot.
They're getting changed into some type of, what do you say, smaller scale.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Atlanta going back without the tri-oval. Okay.
Are they?
I thought you said that.
I thought I did too, but then I had seen a live feed of actually them paving the racetrack, and they still have the quad oval there.
Who knows? Anyway, well, you got Texas that changed turn 1.
Yep.
I thought there was some other tracks that changed. I don't know, maybe not. How much Gallagher on his 2nd lap here as well?
Yeah, I do want to mention Gillenwater now on top of the board.
Wow. Tyler Dalton is out there too. We'll watch his 2nd lap here in just a moment. Here comes Gallagher to the start-finish line. Going to be close. I don't think it's good enough. It'll be actually 3rd. Tyler Dalton.
Good run for him.
Dalton started his 2nd lap. Sorry.
Yeah, currently Dalton 9th on the board as he works his way down the back stretch.
Looking for at least a 30.304 for the pole. We were talking about Gillenwater in pre-rate before we came on air about we expect from here.
Yeah, and I mean, this guy here, Tyler Dalton, I think he's got a fair chance at getting that speed. Yeah, and yes, top of the board.
Half a 10th, wow. Brian Macklin out on track. He's actually on his 2nd lap as well in that pink number 30 truck. I like Brian Macklin. He's a guy that could jump up here. And have a chance at a pole. Out of turn 4, looking for the start-finish line.
Yeah, a lot of paint. Well, I don't know if we've got a lot here tonight, but we at least have the 30 here, Brian Macklin. I do believe Kevin Stone still sporting that pink paint scheme as well.
Mitch Mama, by the way, out on track. He's on his 2nd lap as well. Brian Macklin goes to 5th on the board.
Yeah, Mitch Mama currently 14th on the board.
Best racing name that there is.
Out of turn 4, coming to the line.
Looking
see
for
if
a
Mitch Mama. Yeah, will he improve? Yep, one spot.
Yeah, only one spot. Looks like it might be off qualifying. By the way, before we get to our grid, I want to give you the news of the day.
Yes, sir.
We're going to start doing this a little bit different. We're going to start putting random news of the day out once the broadcast, unless me or Todd Woods got something. Anyway, Todd, there was a squirrel in Fargo, North Dakota. And the squirrel had 4 days to do this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He packed truck 42 gallons of walnuts into a Chevrolet Avalanche.
Oh, what?
This is not a lie. 42 gallons of nuts into a man's Chevrolet Avalanche in North Dakota.
Like, how does that squirrel know that much is that much? Like,
well,
how does he do that
out,
within 4 days?
Well, when the man took it out, that's how they knew.
Yeah.
But imagine coming outside, like if you've been on vacation and you coming home.
Uh-huh.
And your Chevrolet Avalanche sitting there with walnuts all on it, and I mean, they literally had to take the fenders off to get these nuts out.
Oh my gosh! I can't imagine how big the squirrel would be.
I guess as a squirrel, I mean, you don't have much time, I guess, or maybe you got too much time on your hands, I guess, if you're a squirrel.
I mean, yeah.
Start calling him Walter for some reason. I don't know why. He just looks like a Walter. The thing is, like, I'm looking at a picture of him. This guy's not that big. Like,
he must have a big mouth then.
I expected him to be way bigger. I didn't actually see the picture at first when I went and looked at it, but yeah, I want to know, how does a man have that many walnuts in his yard?
I know, right?
Anyway, that's kind of fun. Something fun to do.
Yeah.
We'll try to do that a little bit more. We may kind of alternate that, Todd.
Yeah, I mean, it's something different to throw in. You know, currently right now we are on a down part of this broadcast right now as we see guys gridding up as usual.
Yeah,
doing the diagonal thing as well on the front stretch.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about this track is how they grid up. I remember when I first started, you actually gridded up on the pit road.
Yep.
So good to do that. Good they changed it. Glad they changed it. I've actually wrecked, by the way, when they lined up diagonal, not thinking, and just literally ran right into the truck that wasn't one.
Yeah, I think the last time I ran a race here at Charlotte, and it wasn't not too long ago, leaving the gridding area, I believe I actually ran into somebody that I couldn't see on my right side.
That happens. I mean, it does happen.
So here we go.
Truck's out on track now. We are rolling as we exit turn 2. Ready to get this one underway here from Charlotte Motor Speedway in North Carolina.
Do want to mention we do have at least 3 trucks not gridded yet. Joseph Burgess, Justin Franklin, and Matthew Karakoff. So
hopefully they grid up, because if not, it's going to cut us down to like 18 drivers. We'll see though.
Yeah.
Lots to talk about in this race. These guys running 75% fuel, so we'll see what the fuel limit is. 55 is your goal. We'll see if they pit before then. I'm probably going to be pitting a little bit before then, just for tire reasons. But anyway, we're ready to get this one underway, Todd.
Yep. Pace truck looks for pit road as Tyler Dalton and Bob Gillenwater are going to lead the field to the green flag. Green flag is out here at Charlotte. Tyler Dalton gets a good launch, but here comes Gillenwater on the outside with a good launch himself. He's got Gallagher behind him. Gallagher going to look to the inside, not going to make enough for Gallagher right now here in turn 2.
The battle's going to be with Kevin Stone and Brian Macklin right now for the 5th spot down the backstretch they go.
Yeah, right now these guys just basically need to get single file to kind of stay hooked up with Tyler Dalton. If Tyler Dalton can get away, it's all over. This guy here, he's so fast. He could just literally run by himself and keep pulling away, as long as there's no issues.
One thing about this track that I want to mention, we're going to start seeing this line move up a little bit, but there's a secret to this track if you can do it. And that secret is hook that blue line on the bottom. Touch that blue line just enough, it does help rotate the truck and it makes you really fast. So watch for guys that are keep your eye on that 19 because he's probably one of the best that does that.
Right, and you were talking about that, and the reason why these guys, if they hook that extra line, it makes them a little faster is there's actually on that blue paint, sort of speak in the real life, there's extra grip there on the racetrack. Yeah, it's really weird. Even though the temp, I believe, is still 70-some degrees here, so these guys are definitely going to have all the grip in the world. You know, running this racetrack. We were watching during practice. These guys are literally running basically full throttle.
Yeah.
I mean, they were lifting a little, but they were never really completely out of the throttle. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Like right now, people are looking a lot open. And you see Jeremy Jones and Kevin Stone. Kevin Stone's actually dropped back 4 spots since the dropping the green flag. Jeremy Jones is actually at 5 spots.
yeah, Michael Shore now gets past EJ O'Rourke, I believe. I needed to update my. Yeah, that's right. I forgot to hit the thing on my ATVO.
For people that don't know, you see Steve right there, number 98. Running that pink number 98, he is actually the lead admin for this series. So,
yeah.
Broadcast.
Yeah, this guy does a really good job for this series.
He did a really nice job. Never complains to us about anything. So we got a lot of people to complain about. So.
Yeah.
So.
But right now it is.
Macklin underneath the 9 right now, side by side.
Yeah, Brian Macklin right now doing a good job early in this one. Whoop. That was a little close for the 9 and the 13 there. Bobby Wessel. Oh, for sure. And I mean, we could actually see that as you see him battling with Doug Newbigging right now for 7th and 8th.
Yeah, he's trying to get up to Gary Sexton inside.
Yeah, Gary Sexton gonna look to the inside here of Bobby Wetzel. Oh, little contact
between the 30. That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was.
I don't know what that was either, but
it was like the 9 just. I wasn't sure what it was. That was strange. I've never seen a truck do that before.
Yeah, you see Wetzel there being stuck out on the outside right now. He's got, I believe it's Jerry Jones and Kevin Stone working to his. Yeah.
He's up to 8 spots right now looking for more.
And it does look like Wetzel may have enough to kind of slide into that spot behind EJ O'Rourke, and he will.
So Matthew, his Oculus shut down. That's why he did not grid, yep. So that's what happened. I've had that happen. That sucks.
Yeah, I've never really had a VR set to actually play around with to see what it's like.
They're fun. Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
You gotta get past it.
Somebody! Jeremy Jones there.
Did he just
blinked.
Yeah.
He blinked there for a little bit. It looked like maybe he had an issue as we were literally talking about VR sets and stuff. I don't know if he runs that, but
yeah, I don't know either. My biggest thing with the VR, and I love the VR. I had, I forgot which one, but my biggest thing with it was the screen door effect on iRacing. I wasn't, well,
yes.
That was the only big thing. But they make them now. There's some of them that I don't think it has it anymore. VR is fun though.
I mean, I have tried VR on iRacing before, like back when I actually just started iRacing. Right. But I don't know. Some certain games I feel would make me motion sickness.
Oh, it definitely gets you motion sickness. You gotta kind of work through it. Like when I first started, it kind of got me motion sickness with VR. And I had to do short races, and then I started wearing it longer. You start kind of getting used to it. But some people hop it straight in. You know what I mean? Good to go.
So right now, I do want to mention for our top 3, there's literally a car gap in between each truck. So Tyler Dalton not getting away right now. See Steve Haring moving past Mitch Mama for 15th right now.
I just want to mention, this is the best thing ever. I can now bring this back. The front stretch is sponsored by Toyota. What do not know. Toyota. It's all over the place. It's on the inside wall. Like it's literally all the way on the inside wall.
Yep.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Kevin Stone, Jeremy Jones, and the 29 Doug Newbigging. That's there it is.
Yep.
Really a big sign of the front stretch.
Yeah, reason why I said Toyota is because Ginger Billy came out with a new video saying he's got a new mudding truck with the Toyota Tacoma. Yeah, you want to talk about? Yeah, we'll just. Yeah. Oh, gonna slide up a little. Oh, new bigging down. I'm gonna look to the inside. Gonna check out of that right now as you got the 64 now working to the outside of these two.
That's Brett Murphy. What on this track, Todd? What do you think the toughest part of this track is?
I think the quad oval is the toughest part. As you see 3 wide there between. Oh, Kevin Stone getting a little squirrely on the exit there off of 2.
I always feel like I'm on the ice. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard, especially when you got somebody to your inside and you can't see them.
Yeah.
You know, then you feel like you're only able to run the top 2 lanes through that quad oval.
Can see them.
And I mean, yeah, well, those can be a little pricey nowadays.
That is true.
So.
Everything's pricey nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
I will get so much trouble for that.
No, why?
That's true. Well, we don't have Brandon in here. Would make more sense if we did, though, wouldn't it? Anyway,
it would.
So the top 4 are separated by the same exact thing. Carling separating all 4.
Yep.
4-car breakaway. Here's a pass. Brett Murphy, Jeremy Jones. Murphy's starting to work his way up.
Yeah, he's got Doug Newbigging kind of working between, going back and forth between these two, between the 81 and the 64. Pretty good battle right now.
Hot really unexpectedly. I agree. I think, I don't know, man. It's just, I've been on iRacing now for 5.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think 6 years next month. It might be 6 years now. Anyway. The quad oval for me is always sketchy. I just don't know why. It don't matter what track I'm on.
Yeah.
We're going through that.
So there's only 3 tracks: Charlotte, Texas, and I believe it is Atlanta that have the quad ovals. And yeah, I kind of agree. All 3 through that quad oval are sketchy. Now I will say the safest one to me is the old Texas by far.
Yeah.
But not many of these leagues nowadays run our older tracks per se. So,
like, I'll be completely honest. I like the older Charlotte more than I do this one.
See, I like this version of Charlotte than the older one, but I prefer the old Texas over the new Texas.
See, I like the wall and stuff on this one. Like, I love the way the wall, I love the way the track looks, but I like the older racing surface.
Right.
Charlotte. But Texas, 100% prefer the old one. That's like the worst upgrade ever. Paul Crumrye back here. He is trying to get around Steve Hart. Actually, Steve may have just passed him for 14th. Looks like he did.
Yeah, you're mentioning that battle as we got a battle here for second now. Gallagher going to look to the inside of Gillenwater. Was at that point. Now Gallagher's got yeah, I believe, Brian Macklin, sorry. I kind of got a little spaced out there when I was talking about that. But yeah. Yeah.
EJ, by the way, he's starting to work his way up. He's up 7 spots.
I'm looking for this 41 to have a decent run here tonight.
I think so too, yeah. I don't know when pit stops are going to happen. That's the thing. We're 21 laps in already, so we're already a quarter of the way done, pretty much, or not a quarter.
I don't actually see pit stops happening for another maybe 10 to 15 laps.
Yeah, I mean, if you could make lap 55, do it.
Yeah, I mean, we know Tyler Dalton's going to try. A couple of these guys, in last season we've seen Justin as the Wednesday night series, and Daniel Falkingham was also running these races as well as the Wednesday nights, and we haven't seen those guys in here this season, but them guys were notorious for pushing that mileage in these races. And I don't know.
Next week we go to a pretty interesting track too. I really hope. I kind of wish they would change it to a night race. I wish they would change always to night races since we run late at night. It just makes
Yeah,
sense
that would
to
be
me.
cool.
We run Las Vegas next week.
Yeah.
I really hope that we can get that changed to night. I want to see more night races. We do so many during the week as day races.
Yeah.
You know,
So, I mean,
Homestead
if
I
you're-
would like to see like late afternoon, but or late evening.
Yeah. So I mean, Steve, if you're listening,
Change it to night
please,
time.
please, yeah.
Yeah, but even put Atlanta at night, even though they don't have lights. Put Atlanta at night.
Well, these guys wouldn't be able to see it, neither would we.
That's
But
all right. We'll figure it out. Why don't they have night lights at Atlanta?
they have had night races at Atlanta. I don't know why. I mean, you could, if you look closely, I believe the lights are still staying
they're
on the
still there,
service
yeah.
here at Atlanta.
But yeah, we go to Las Vegas next week, Homestead, Chicagoland, night racing Super Speedway. Next few races
Right.
here. Then of course on Wednesday or Sunday, Todd, we got a special race coming up.
Yeah, we've got our second doubleheader. We missed the first doubleheader of that series.
Thanks
It
to
was
my
the
computer.
Tyler Dalton working through some lap traffic now, but yeah, they will be at, I believe it's Road America and Talladega
Yeah.
for ASL.
Keep doing a lot of night as well. And then on Wednesday, we're going to be live for the Sim500. Only 2 races left in that series.
Yeah.
And we'll be live from Phoenix. And then on Thursday, special night broadcast there at Daytona Road Course.
Yeah, season opener for the U.S. Tour.
Trust me, guys, one thing I want to mention is we got a good battle back here with a lot of guys. The 64 Brett Murphy, Derek King, Taylor Stone, and the 25 of Chris Sawyer, all 4 truck races side by side. I want to mention, if you guys are not in any of them leagues that we broadcast, check them out. Trust me, you will be happy with all them leagues. I will say American Sim Racing has a payment that you got to pay to race in, but they may waive that since they're already halfway through the season.
Yeah.
The Red Sox is no payment required. If you really want to learn road racing, that is the best place to learn quick races. And then there's a Tuesday broadcasting URL, and they're looking for drivers. They're going to be running trucks, I believe, this season.
Yeah, and they've actually, I believe they just ran their 3rd recruitment race.
Yeah.
I believe it was last night for that league, and they will be running some recruitment races here in the trucks, you know, on Tuesday and Thursday nights coming up to November 2nd. So I don't believe, I believe it'll only be this week.
Yeah, they need some more people.
I mean, I know I've kind of pushed some people their way. Now I have not checked. I have not checked to see if they had joined their recruitment races.
I want to mention
But,
that PK Paul Crumright is on pit road, one of the best open wheel drivers we've had in the series.
yeah.
Probably makes the
I've never raced against him, so
I've worked him with a what's name. He's on pit road for a long time. He may have had an accident. Or he got caught speeding. Looks like he may have got caught speeding. That's what it was.
but right now it is Tyler Dalton on top of the board, leading this one. Has led every lap as we work our way past lap 30 here in this one.
Surprised by that?
No, I am not surprised by that anyways. And
Here's Doug Newbiggy, and he's racing.
yep, nice little battle there. That's for 7th. Bobby Wessel. What's that?
What do you got going on for Halloween?
Well, I don't think I've got much going on. We may have some family coming over. Not really going to have anything set out for kids as far as, you know, trick-or-treating and stuff, but we still may have some family coming over and just hanging out, playing some cards and whatnot, so...
Yeah, I was supposed to go to a Halloween party on Halloween. I'm not sure what I'm doing.
The day before Halloween is gonna be a big day for me.
Yeah,
I mean, I got
trick or treating stuff here. The day before.
Oh, they do it the day before?
Yeah, because it's on Sunday, Halloween this year.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so they do it on Saturday night.
Yeah, of course. The day before, I say it's a big day for me, as that'll be
your wedding day.
No. 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 That is a day where we got in-state rivals fighting each other.
Oh, it's a little bit
talking
more
about the.
than that.
Yes. that day, that is the most important thing. As long as Michigan State can beat Michigan that day, the day will be good. If not, I'm gonna be so depressed. I wouldn't be able to talk.
Be ready. Is that next week?
Yeah. Yeah, next Saturday at noon.
Good thing we don't broadcast next Sunday.
Nope.
Because you're probably gonna be depressed.
Hey, both teams are in the top 10, so. But here we go. We got, I believe it's Chris Sawyer getting around Kevin Stone here now for the 13th, or 11th spot, I'm sorry. Up front, still, everything's pretty much the same. I mean, we got Brian Macklin now running 3rd, Hamish Gallagher running 4th, Gary Sexton running 5th. Having a quiet night so far, and our season point leader right now.
He's we got some pit stops, by the way. That is happening time.
Yeah.
John
I believe Higman's on
right
board. Yep.
Not too surprising to see that. I thought we'd run a little bit longer, but I guess this could go to a 2-stop race. I mean, I'm not surprised it's a 2-stop race, to be honest. So
yeah, and
we'll see.
And like we had mentioned before, you know, Tyler Dalton, he is currently enjoying a 4/10 of a second lead, but he's not quite getting away either. So we see him running that blue and white line. Wow, I must be colorblind tonight.
Well,
but
who knows?
Yeah. See him just touching that line ever so slightly. 2, 3, and 4 there. Believe we got a good battle brewing here for second.
Yeah, Brian Macklin wants that spot.
Yeah, he's putting some pressure here on Bob Gillenwater. See Paul Crumry running back there behind Macklin. Oh!
I think that car just dropped off as letting these leaders go.
Yeah. I believe that's 64.
Yeah, that was Brent Murphy who...
Here comes Tyler Dalton down pit road.
So this all is scheduled in. Here comes Hamish Gallagher as well. Gary Sexton getting a little sideways. We ain't got to worry about Tyler Dalton speeding, I promise. This kid never speeds.
No. So now this is going to hand the lead over to the 4 of Bob Gillenwater and Brian Macklin here running second. They got Paul Crumry running kind of in between them, looking to the inside of Gillenwater, going to try to get that lap back coming down pit road earlier, and Gillenwater will let him by as you see him dive down for pit road this time, as well as Macklin.
Watching Tyler Dalton right now. 4 tires going to be changed on the 19 truck. Down and away Dalton goes. He will win the race off pit road against Hamish Gallagher, who, wow, Gallagher closes in quite a bit here. Wow, something's going on with the 19, Todd. The 22's all. Yeah. I don't know what just happened. I don't know if he missed a shift or what.
Yeah, right now, I'm currently not watching that right now. I'm kind of watching our leader, E.J. O'Rourke, waiting for him to come down pit road. Let's see if he comes down this time by, and it does look like he's slowing down.
Brett Murphy did have a speeding penalty. Michael Shore has a speeding penalty as well. Or Michael Shore may not have had one. He just spent a long time on pit road. But Shore and Paul Crumry both did.
You see the 41 still staying out on track right now. Do want to mention those two guys that were racing off of pit road, Tyler Dalton and Hamish Gallagher, now currently 4th and 5th. So We'll see
do you
when
think?
the 41 decides to come down pit road, and he will his time.
John Higgman running that. That's going to be close. The 41 may. I think he's good. Bobby Wessel also on pit road. This is going to turn the lead back over to Tyler Dalton. Maybe. Who? Bob Gillard.
Maybe. Yeah, Gillard running underneath Tyler Dalton right now.
Gillard pitted a lap sooner than the 19, so a little bit warmer tires, and it looks like, Todd, you leader.
Wow. Gillard going to come out of turn 4, gets around Tyler Dalton. He will lead here.
Not official.
At Charlotte.
He's got to lead this lap to make it official. But yeah, I was, well, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Now let's see if he can actually pull away here from the 19.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to actually happen because now the 19, I mean, no matter where he goes, he's always fast.
You're going to have to race him, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're going to have to side draft him like crazy in order to hold your spot.
You know what it does, lead that lap though.
Right now you got the 22 running behind the 19 as well.
Actually, Todd, you know, Gillard, actually, Dalton is not the fastest in the race. Actually, the fastest is Macklin, who put down a 4.59. That's her best lap. Gillard with the second best lap.
Well, we'll see what the 19 can do here. And he doesn't have that clean air like he had before.
Yeah, and that's big here.
Anyways, we'll see what he can do. It looks pretty good so far. I mean, top 3 definitely looks good to me right now. Any of these guys could pick up the win amongst these top 3. I mean, we've seen weeks before Hamish Gallagher actually could have won, I believe, our 2 past, you know, Texas or Talladega and
definitely could have won last week.
Kentucky.
Well, definitely had a chance to win last week.
Yeah, he came up just a little bit short to Tyler Dalton.
Dalton led a ton of laps in that race. Gallagher still led 9 laps and finished second, but now I don't know where he finished at Talladega. It was up there though. Well, it's not. So, but still, Gallagher. I mean, we talked about this at the start of the year. I think Gallagher could be looking at battle for that championship.
Yeah, with Tyler Dalton and, you know,
Boston's something like this. It's going to be him as well.
Exactly.
Kevin Stone putting some pressure here on Jeremy Jones for 9th.
Kevin Stone having a decent run here tonight as well.
Yes.
Wants to get a little further up on the board, but
started
here.
off really good. Fell back a little bit, but now still in the top 10. So doing a pretty good job. I like that 81 truck. Hey, I like both these trucks actually. Both components look good.
Yeah, I believe the 17's maybe base paint. I'm not sure. It kind of looks like it to me. I could be wrong, but nonetheless, it does look really good.
It looks good.
I know. I'm used to it now.
Me too. Most of the time I just ramble about random stuff and hope that sticks and nobody calls me out on it.
I know, me too. That's kind of why I threw that out there.
Yeah. By the way, Tom, we only got 15 drivers on the lead lap.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised about that either. I mean, we thought we'd see, you know, some of these guys stay out longer, and they obviously did. Not to the extent that we had thought they were going to, but seen some guys come down pit road early and caught some of them guys a lap down, and they just haven't been able to really get their laps back. I mean, you got Joseph Burgess and Higman Jr., Michael Shore, Mitch Mumma, who currently is running last at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know. I'm kind of looking at his truck right now. It doesn't look... he may have a little damage. I'm not sure.
I actually want to lie down right now. Remember, we seen PK pit really early.
The 40 definitely has some right front damage.
Excuse me on that. Was not aware
now
that I was
Higman Jr. What was that?
I was going to cough my head off.
Wow. I do want to mention we do have one DNF now. Higman Jr. has disconnected.
He was in a Square D truck, which is a Bobby Hamilton truck. It's actually looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked that.
Who's your favorite truck driver of all time, by the way?
Jack Sprague.
Really?
Yep.
You know, I don't really have one, honestly. Todd Bodine, I guess. I liked him. I don't know if I really liked him or not. Matt Crafton. I'm a big fan of Matt Crafton.
Nowadays, it's Matt Crafton.
Yeah, I like Matt Crafton.
You know, back in the day, it was Jeff Sprague.
Didn't Johnny Benson run it too?
Yes.
I like Johnny Benson. I thought he did. I can't remember. The 17 and the 81 still going at it right in front of the 25 truck with Chris Sawyer.
Yeah, now it's... Yeah, as you guys are watching that, we do have a 4-truck battle for this lead now. Everybody is pretty much kind of, so to speak, kind of caught back up, so... Right now it is still Bob Gillenwater leading this one. Tyler Dalton running second, Hamish Gallagher running third, Brian Macklin running fourth. And then you've got pretty much a 1.4 second
I know who
lead
my
back
favorite
to...
is, Todd. And you're gonna be like,
okay.
You're gonna be like, oh, well, that ain't your surprise because literally, I'm gonna say Ron Hornaday Jr.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
And Travis Quaffle, I liked him too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's a lot. Like Ted Musgrave, I forgot about him.
Yep.
He was another good one.
Yeah, there was a lot of good guys running the truck series back then, but I believe them guys stopped racing once they started to cut the field down.
Yeah, kind of tough. I like the truck series though. I think that's one of the best series that there is to watch as far as action goes.
I mean, yeah. You got up and coming talent. You know, Haley Deegan is a battle for third here. Macklin and Hamish Gallagher. You know, you got her in there. You know, you got
John Hunter
Nemechek, who actually came back down from the Cup Series and has actually won a lot of these races. I'm not really surprised that had happened as well. Carson
who's an iRacer himself, by the way.
And he's actually from Michigan.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
So,
I'm a big Carson fan, dude. Like, I'm a big Carson fan. I think probably my favorite truck driver, which I don't think he races that much anymore, is Jordan Anderson.
Yeah.
I know he don't.
I think
he's not always in the truck. He's trying to get ownership thing. Is what he's trying to do.
Yeah, that he's kind of stepped more into that role, which I don't mind either.
Yeah.
You know.
Looks like Paul Krumrah is done, by the way.
Yeah, as well as Michael Shore.
Yeah, they went 2 laps down. That pretty much done for him.
Yep. As you see now, the 64 going to go a lap down as we got Brian Macklin now breathing all over Tyler Dalton's neck, and this could bring up a battle for the lead here between these three.
Yeah, we're probably... I don't know, Todd, what do you think?
We're probably about 7 to 8 laps here from pit stops again.
Yeah, I would say right around, well, maybe 60, 65. Well, not 60, but yeah, probably around lap 70.
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably.
Brian Macklin looking to the inside of the 19 here on the backstretch.
Yeah, surprised to see Dalton struggling a little bit here in traffic.
I think it's the dirty air.
Yeah, I agree. Cause I wasn't sure how Bob would be able to hold off his traffic, but he's done a nice job in clean air.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could pit 1 lap sooner than these guys, it pays off.
Right. You see Brian Macklin now clearing the 19 for the moment. The 19's got the 22 helping him of Hamish Gallagher.
Right,
yeah.
not quite.
No, the top still has momentum. And I mean, we haven't really talked about that much here, per se. You can definitely run the top, and as you see here for the last handful of laps, the 19 has definitely been able to hold that position. I do believe he's going to lose it here off 2, and he will. Macklin will finally clear him going down the backstretch. But, well, I thought we were going to see the 19 have a decent enough run here in 3 and 4 to try to kind of do a crossover move on this 30, but it looks like that run has stalled.
About halfway in this race, you know what time it is.
It's time to turn it up.
Maybe if I figure out if we got it this week later.
Got a 10th place battle here between Kevin Stone and Chris Sawyer. These guys, I've been watching during the Turn It Up segment. These guys have been going back and forth here for a few laps, and Kevin Stone was able to hold that spot between him and Chris Sawyer. As you see now, a good battle between I believe it's 3rd, 4th, and 5th, as Brian Macklin on pit road.
Yeah, that seems a little early to me. I want to be honest, because they're not going to be able to make it. Like, this is going to be another field race. If that's...
Yeah.
You can make it to at least... I'm going to tell you right now, we can guarantee to make it to at least lap 32, because Brett Murphy's been out there for 32 laps. If it's me, I'm at least running this to 75.
Yeah, I try to run it to 75. That would put you at... Ooh. Macklin getting a little squirrely off of pit road as he's gone and away.
Can 75 even make it to the end, though?
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
120. I forgot it's 120 laps, not 110.
Right. So, I mean, to me, it seems like everybody's coming down between 30 and 35 laps. So, I mean, we've seen Macklin come down on, I believe it was lap 65 or 66. So, we could see some of these guys coming down again here around lap 99, lap 100.
I'm watching Brett Murphy right now. I'm not watching him. I just got my stint counter up. He's been out there right now for 33 laps. So he's going to kind of be we'll make it 34 laps now. He's going to kind of be our reference here, I think, in this one. However long he can go is how long these other guys can go.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing. You want to stay out. You want to try to make this your last stop if you can.
Right, but I don't think the 4 is going to be able to run as long as maybe the team per se, because he's literally leading this field. So
here comes the
like
64 to the pit road, by the way. So 34 laps.
Right. So I mean, like we talk about at Daytona and Talladega, if you are the lead truck, you're basically breaking through that air, and you're using more fuel than any of these other guys out here.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's gonna be able to make it. He's gonna make it to like 74, 75. Should,
but I mean,
who knows?
The smart thing for the 4 is to come down pit road a lap earlier than the 19 and the 22 again.
I'm gonna hop on board Moss Gallagher.
I wonder because we saw him like a lot.
I started wondering maybe he's saving just a little bit, maybe letting off a little bit. Yeah, he's clutching, Todd. Gallagher's trying to make it on one more stop.
We'll see what he can do with that as we got some pit stops going on. Gary Sexton on pit road.
That's a lot to go, Todd. You're talking, he's going to have to make it to lap 80, at least lap 80, and be able to save at least 5 more laps. I don't know if he can do that.
It's going to be tough. I believe the 29, yes, 29 is now on pit road.
We'll be watching
now we're gonna
Bob Gillenwater, who probably could go about 2 to 3 more laps, maybe.
Right, and I mean that definitely is a big maybe.
Now I'll tell you somebody, Todd, that might be somebody to watch here. That's Bobby Wessel.
Yes. Last I checked, he was at the bottom half of this field, right? And
yeah, he's only got 30 laps right now on this set. 31, sorry.
So
he could go at least 4 more laps longer than these guys. I'm saying, there's somebody you might have to watch out for. And not only him, EJ's in that situation too, the 41.
Yeah.
He's only got 31 as well, so.
Do want to mention Derek Stanley, now currently 4th. We haven't really talked much about him as of lately, as we see Joseph Burgess now getting around Jeremy Jones here for 13th. I believe they were coming off of pit road.
Yes, you are correct. Looks like Mitch Mama may be done as well. He's on pit road, been there for 7 minutes, so.
Yeah, he may have had an issue, but back to our leader, it is Bob Gillenwater and Tyler Dalton. Dalton kind of hanging in there as well. 6/10 behind and out 7.
Yeah,
tenths behind the 4.
He lost a lot of time all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, at one point, the top 4 were all bunched straight up next to each other, you know, kind of nose to tail, and all of a sudden now.
Yeah, I don't hear him letting off, but.
So, I mean, we were talking about, can the 4 actually come down a lap ahead of the 19? Could the 19 actually reverse that roll and come down? Yes, he will.
Smart
He's going
move.
to try. He's seen what the 4 did as the 19 gets a little loose.
Man.
We didn't really talk much about coming down pit road.
It's
He's
tough.
thinking that normally Charlotte here at night isn't really a big deal.
Yeah.
But
the track tips up to 80, so I don't know. If you're the 4, you have to come down pit road. And the good news for the 4 was where Dalton pretty much almost lost it on pit road. That is going to help you a little bit as far as time goes. Steve Harding also on pit road. Do want to go ahead and mention that Tyler Dalton, a long time in the box, 15 seconds total in the box. Pretty
he's
quick
down
time.
in the way.
He lost about a second on pit road compared to what you should be. So
Our leader's now down on pit road, getting into his box. Doesn't look like he had an issue. He'll take some right side tires here. Sunoco fuel.
yeah, so EJ here. If I'm EJ, I'm gonna be honest. I'm clutching, and I can tell you right now, he
Trying to
is.
save.
Yeah, he 100% is, or he should be anyway.
I mean, yeah, you got a 9.4 second lead right now to Brian Macklin. Definitely try and make it as long as you possibly can.
Yeah, he's clutching. Yeah, if he can honestly make this to lap 80, 82, then he could save a little bit more the next run, and he should be good. Him and Bobby Wessel both.
Yeah.
But he has to make it till at least lap 80.
Yeah, and I will say Brian Macklin, he's closing in, but he ain't closing in that much.
Yeah.
I mean, right now he is at, well, it's kind of coming down now. Well, it was. Now it's hovering right around 8.7, 8.6 seconds, to the 30 from the 41. So, I mean, we see the 22 trying to get around the 41. The 41's just have
Yeah, that's what I put.
inside as they work their way down the backstretch.
I'll put him back on the lead lap. Gillard? No, okay. So, the 41 right now does not care really if Macklin passes him. Even if he does,
No.
I mean, he's not really catching him anyway, but he's going to make it to lap 80 at least.
Right, and I mean, we'll see how much longer he can go. He's definitely going to try to go a few laps more, I believe.
Well, that's like if I'm Brian Macklin, he pitted so early. If I'm him, I'm pitting early this
Yeah.
time too. I'm going to pit like a lap 100. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you got a chance. Here comes the 41. So he wanted to make. So he's got to make it 40 laps. Now he did make it close. Oh,
Oh.
he did get close.
So now we'll see Brian Macklin take over this lead. I believe this is what, our 4th or 5th lead change of this one so far.
Will be our 6th. It might have been our 5th. Yeah, I believe that was our 5th. So
No yellows to speak of as of right now, which isn't a surprise to
No.
us here in this series.
no, we was not surprised at all. We talked about this before we came on the air. Didn't think we would have many yellows actually. We didn't have any last week, and then
I don't think we had. Maybe did we have one?
we had 5
at
at
Talladega?
Talladega.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
we had big ones, a lot of them.
You can see the 41 now gone away on the apron here. The 30 going to put him a lap down.
Yeah,
Gary
so
Sexton now currently up to 2nd.
yeah, that's another guy. Like if I'm him, or Doug Newbigging, or Bob Gillard, I'm pitting lap
Yeah.
around the lap 100. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, short pit.
Yeah.
And that gives you, a 20 lap stint.
Press with
You know
fresher
you're
tires.
good.
Yeah, because
Yep.
the thing is, Tyler and them's gonna have to come down pit road on lap like 115. I don't know if they can make up that much time.
I don't think they
Yeah.
will either.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
the
tough.
only thing that could actually mess that all up is if we do
Yeah.
get a late race yellow, but I don't see this actually happening.
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody's pretty much spaced out well enough to where, I mean, right now your lead's got a 5.5 second lead, and then it's 9.6 back to 3rd.
Yeah.
Gillard is 10 seconds, so I mean,
Yeah, he's Gillwater's closing in on Doug here for 3rd. But still, you're looking at over 9.5 seconds. Like, run until Gillwater catches you, and then pit. As soon as he catches you, pit. Or right before he catches you, pit.
yeah, I do want to mention now the 4 and the 19. The 19 is putting his work in, trying to get around this 29. To get around him here in 3 and 4.
See, that's the thing. It's not like Tyler and Bob's not fast. It's just did they pit, too late.
He may have.
Yeah, it feels like it, honestly.
So we'll see what them guys can do. Currently running 3rd and 4th on the board. Your leader still Brian Macklin right now, and his lead really isn't coming. It's not coming down that much. I mean, now it's only 5.3 seconds, but I mean, He's got some lap traffic in between him and Gary Sexton. And you see the 41 getting around the 30. 17 and the 25 also looking to the inside of our leader as well.
Yeah, 25, 17, 30 all right here. Hold on now. Where's the 30? There he is.
Do want to mention now we do have...
Well, 11 cars in the lap.
Yep. It was 13 before the pit stops actually started. Now this is a little strange seeing them guys pretty wide up there for the moment in front of our leader. You know, I was gonna say we may have a yellow out of that. But
well, I see
like
the 25. The 25 actually got on the apron. I was like, oh, that's a little low.
Yeah. If I'm Macklin, I tell those guys, hey, kind of settle in up there. We currently don't need a yellow. As you see, the 30 gonna try to put the 54 back down the lap again.
I can tell you something else, by the way, Todd. EJ's already saving.
And that's a smart move.
It is very smart. You gotta save 5 laps if you're him.
Yeah, I mean, with him saving this early into this new run now, to me that tells me he's going to try to make it the rest of the way.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Gallagher and Dalton. Dalton's probably about 9 to 10 laps short. Gallagher probably about 7 laps short. Man, this race, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play out yet. Like, this is one of the races that anything can still happen.
Yeah, now you see the 13 getting some pressure here from the 4.
Yeah, Gillard's going to be able to take this pretty easily, I feel like.
Yeah,
Fresher
running that
tires.
outside lane.
And that's okay, though. Like, if you're Sexton, you're okay, I think, with that.
Yeah, I mean, continue to try to save a little bit of fuel as well. And
if you got to pit,
you know,
which it looks like he's definitely going to have to pit, I would pit around 95 if I'm him. And then go out there with fresher tires and see what you can do, because we know these other guys around you have to pit too. So
yeah, I mean, we've seen him pitting, you know, a lot earlier than these guys for sure. And I mean, look how long he was in second there for a while. I mean, at least 10 or so laps, if not a little longer than that. So yeah, like you say, you know, come down on lap 95 for the 13 and get some fresher tires and, you know, fuel and try to make it the rest of the way. You may have a chance at picking up the win here.
I agree. So we are coming to lap 90. Oh, here comes okay, that's Brett Murphy coming to pit road. I thought that I seen Macklin coming to pit road.
Yep. Macklin letting the trying to see what number that is. A little more difficult.
54.
Okay.
Which was, I'm sorry, it might have been 94. It was 94.
94, yeah. And I do want to mention Macklin's lead has now come down to 3 seconds, but I mean, still 3 seconds. You could still save a lot of fuel. Still out 3 seconds on these guys. EJ O'Rourke now jumps back into the top 10 as he gets around Kevin Stone. So right now, I do want to do a lead lap rundown.
Yep, go ahead.
Before pit stops here.
Well, here comes Macklin.
Well, yep.
Smart move, by the way.
Macklin kind of shook that up. So the 4 is going to be your new race leader, Bob Gillenwater. Tyler Dalton's going to run second. Gary Sexton going to be third. Doug Newbigging going to be fourth. Brian Macklin currently fifth, but he is on pit road. As you see Hamish Gallagher getting around him. Jeremy Jones will be the next one. You get around Macklin as you see him right there. Derek Stanley currently running 8th. He'll go to 7th. EJ O'Rourke going to go to 8th. And I'm just going to let Brian Macklin fall a little bit here. Chris Sawyer now 9th. Kevin Stone 10th. Brian Macklin will fall all the way down to 11th after coming down pit road. Steve Haring going to run 12th as you see him go up to 11th. Now Bobby Wessel currently 13th. Gonna go to 12th hopefully here shortly. I don't know if he will get around the 30 in time. Joseph Burgess currently running 14th. Brett Murphy running 15th. And Mitch Mama, who is 37 laps down, gonna be in 16th. And then we got 3 DNFs.
Yeah, a lot of pit stops are going on right now too. Bigging is on pit road. Jeremy Jones, Derek Stanley, Chris Sawyer, Kevin Stone is all on pit road. Not surprising, I don't think.
I'm not surprised either, but this, I know we talked about the 13 coming down around this time, but
Yeah.
I think this is a little too early for some of these guys to try to make it, you know, the rest of the way.
I like the fact that, who was it? Bobby Wetzel. I like when he came down.
Our race leader is now down pit road as well. Tyler Dalton and Gary Sexton have gone around Bob Gillard as he's on pit road.
Yeah, I think that's smart for Bob to hit pit road. He knows.
Right,
I mean, you got to come down because if not, you're not gonna have enough time to catch him.
Yeah, we see the 4, and then take, I believe. Yeah, he will take 4 tires and fuel. So we'll see how far he will fall.
Like Brian Macklin coming up pit road, that's a genius move when he came down.
Yeah, because I mean now at one point, like I was doing the field rundown, he was in 11th after coming off of pit road. Now he's at the 5th.
Yeah, and he's 2 seconds faster than our race leader right now.
So I mean, definitely a good move by the 4 to come down pit road. You know, that could actually force the hand for the 19, the 13, the 22. And the 41 to come down here in the next coming laps as well.
Here you go. You see the 30 going around Tyler Dalton to get him back in the lead lap. I mean, and you can just see the 30 just leaving him behind.
Do you want to mention the 22 of Hamish Gallagher has gone around Gary Sexton, who is on pit road. So we'll see if the 13 can make it here the rest of the way.
And here comes Dalton.
Yep. Hopefully he has no issues here this time. Does not look like he will. As well as the 22 now going to come down pit road.
Yeah, all this is going to shape over to Macklin, I believe. Well, actually, it should shape over to EJ, right?
EJ.
Yeah.
Yep, EJ. Yep. Now he's gonna lead that lap and go to the lead.
The only thing that's going to hurt EJ right now is hopefully he's saved enough gas. I don't know if he has, but he's got about 8 seconds over Brian Macklin. We know Macklin has enough. And I can tell you right now, EJ's still saving.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Gillenwater now getting past Tyler Dalton, who just came off pit road. I believe Steve Harron as well.
Yeah, Steve has not hit pit road yet.
And he's going to look for pit road this time by. Having a decent run here tonight.
Yeah, not
running
bad.
The pink numbers.
Not bad at all. All in all, pretty decent race. This is kind of what we expected. Somewhat.
Yeah.
I mean, the fuel strategy stuff is kind of weird, but
I mean, it's weird, but it actually brings some excitement into this race. You know,
it does.
we thought we were going to see some of the kind of style of racing that we've seen at Michigan on Wednesday night, but definitely not the case.
Yeah,
I mean,
good luck getting that one.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some pretty intense racing there, and I think the reason why that happened there was because, you know,
Playoffs and all
that's
that.
coming down to the wire,
Yeah.
you know, for playoffs. So guys here, it's only week 3 in the series, so they're saving that closer to like week 7, week 8 maybe, if they're in the running for,
The championship,
you know,
yeah.
the championship like you had just said. So but right now it is EJ O'Rourke.
I mean, all in all, Macklin
Leading this.
should be able to catch EJ, maybe. maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here watching the lead come down. It's coming down a couple of tenths a lap, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, that time it's 7/10 quicker for Macklin. I mean, honestly, realistically, he should be able to catch him within by lap 112, 115, let's say. Should.
Maybe sooner than that because now it's under 4 seconds.
Yeah, you're right. It's 3.9. So, who really knows? I mean,
I want to mention the 4 and the 19, currently 3rd and 4th, are
they're running faster.
Seconds behind our leader.
And they're running faster. They're just not running much faster. That's the thing. I mean, they're not running much faster than Gillard. I don't know if they're going to be able to, or Macklin, I don't know if they're going to be able to catch the 30 in time.
So we'll wait and see what happens with them. Right now, going back to our leader of the... enjoying a 3-second lead. How many laps is this 41 led now?
The 41 has been out front for 12. Actually 13 now. Feels like more, don't it?
It does, as we see now, Hamish Gallagher getting around Jeremy Jones here for 7th. Not the run the 22 has wanted tonight, that's for sure, but...
Yeah, I think we expected a little bit more out of him, honestly. Oh, he gets
under the wall there.
81 also scrapes the wall before.
Well, that's not going to help the 22's chances tonight as well.
Want to mention that Macklin is running down EJ. He's now 1.7 seconds back.
Yep. So, yeah, your guess might be right on the mark.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
I mean, EJ does have some lap traffic in between him and Brian Macklin, which is Brett, I believe that's the 82. Yes, the 82 of Derek Stanley, and that's for 9th. So, I mean, there's only 8 trucks on the lead lap here, and, well, I believe the 82 is going to try to get around the 41. That's a little close there for... If I'm the leader, I do not like that. Now you see Macklin closing in quite a bit now. Now it's down to 6/10.
That's the 82 of Derek Stanley, who's trying to stay on the lead lap. By the way, he is actually in 9th place right now.
Yeah, he kind of slid up into the 41. Didn't make any contact, but I thought he was going to continue to slide up into our race leader.
Stanley should be way faster. He's got way fresher tires, but...
Yeah, and you got to think this is killing the 41 right now, as you got the 30 literally on his tailgate, breathing down his neck.
Now this is what Bob wants. Gillard wants this. He wants these two to battle. Don't know how long this battle is going to last, but there you go.
Ooh, that was a little close. The 41 tried to side draft the 30, but the 30 is just way too much faster.
Now, I don't know if it was the 82. Didn't he get into an argument with somebody?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if it's him or somebody else.
Now, getting around the 41, and this 82 going to go around the outside of the 41 now.
Yeah, and I just want to mention, Derek's not doing anything wrong with Derek Stanley. He is trying to...
No.
In case caution comes out, he wants his lap back, and Chris Sawyer was able to get around him, so that was a big pass for Chris Sawyer a moment ago to take 8 from him.
Right, and I mean, just because you're a lap down... You're not going to lay over for these lead lap guys, you know what I mean? So yeah, 8 trucks on the lead lap right now. Brian Macklin has pulled away, now up 1.4 to EJ O'Rourke.
Yeah, I'm watching Bob Gillard try to close that gap in.
I mean, he's
TJ.
closed it in, and it is now basically 1 second behind the 41.
Yep. It's not going to be enough time to catch Macklin, I don't think. Gillard running 2/10 fast, actually about 10th faster.
I mean, yeah, with 8 to go, now coming to 7 as soon as the 30 crosses the line. As you see the 30 coming through the quad oval, going to cross the line. It'll be 7 laps to go. I mean, I don't know. His lead is dwindling, but it's actually now it's growing. So
Yeah, that last time by, he was actually with the same speed. So 6 laps to go next time by around the racetrack. Not too much going on.
Gillard has gone around EJ O'Rourke now for second. So now the question is, can the 41 hold off the 19 for third? He's got a second now between the two, and I don't know.
I don't know either. It's going to be close. It's going to be tough to hold him off. I mean, he's out there.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
EJ's coming into turn 3 now, and then you see right there the 19 now in turn 3. So, I mean,
5 laps to go.
I think the 19's going to definitely catch the 41 here. But now we got to shift our focus here to the 4 and the 30. You see the 4, Bob Gillenwater, letting some lap traffic. Believe that's the 94. Oh!
Whoa.
Don't know what was that
was
about.
strange, yeah. Tyler Dalton's going to catch EJ here, it looks like. About 4/10 separate him from the 41. Catching him and getting around him is different, but we'll see.
Yeah, Brian Macklin's lead is not going down. It's actually increasing.
Yeah, he's at
It's
2.4.
hovering right around 2.3, 2.4. Yeah. Now it's actually going down. Well, it did dip down to 2.2.
Somebody's saving. I hear him letting off. It might have been EJ.
As you see, 3 to go here for Brian Macklin. He works his way out of turn 2. You know, we say the 30 may be good on foot, but there's always that side of me that thinks he may be a little
He shouldn't be.
Possible?
He shouldn't be. He should be about 9 laps to the good, honestly. But, you know, as long as he filled up, he should be good.
So we'll continue to watch this 30.
I want to mention, Dalton only took 2 tires since last time. So that's why he was not able to get around EJ yet.
Jeremy Jones has gone around Bobby Wessel.
Yes, sir, for 7.
Tyler Dalton now clears the 41 of EJ O'Rourke.
Puts him in 3rd. White flag out in the air this time.
Yep, Brian Macklin picks up the white flag as he works his way through turns 1 and 2 for the final time.
Great field strategy by Macklin.
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to come down to that for sure here tonight. And we didn't expect this 30 to, you know, try to stretch it out this long. And he'll come out of turn 4 and he will see the checkered flag here at Charlotte. Brian Macklin wins.
For sure. Tyler's going to move over there.
Yeah.
I forgot to move over there before. Brian Macklin is your race winner here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
And Brian Macklin gonna make us, you know, a narrative now here in this series. 3rd week run, a new driver has won.
For sure.
So
pretty cool. Bob Gillenwater does finish 2nd. Tyler Dalton, Gary 2nd, and Hamash Gallagher battles back to finish 5th. EJ, I think he did run out of gas, by the way. He finished 6th, though. Good run there still. Jeremy Jones, Bobby Wessel, Chris Sawyer, Derek Stanley, top 10.
So we'll talk to him here shortly as he's celebrating on the front stretch.
Wait for some guys to move in. Hopefully they move in, that is. Good win for Macklin.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he hit that fuel strategy, right on the nail of the head. That's for sure.
Right on the nail of the head.
It's late at night, man. Come on, leave me
right
alone.
on the head of the nail. There you go.
Yeah.
Goodness. All right, so we'll wait for some interviews. Go ahead and pull in Tyler Dalton because he's right down there.
All right.
Pull him in. All right. Let's see who we got. Let's pull in. Yeah, we'll pull in Tyler Dalton first since he finished third. Let's see. Tyler Dalton, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I got you.
Finished the P3 tonight, man. Kind of weird strategy all around the racetrack. Talk us through your night.
Yeah, we were in a pretty good spot early on. We knew that there's going to be a couple guys that were going to try to save and make it doing only 2 stops. It almost worked out for EJ. We were just trying to run it pretty much dry there those first few runs. And then I think I gave it about probably 2 seconds. I about spun out coming to pit road. And normally that first pit stall is a huge advantage, and it is under caution, but under green I just couldn't hardly get the traction leaving the stall, so that definitely hurt me as well. But just a good race from Macklin. He pitted at the right time, and after we dominated last week, we'll take third this week.
It looked like clean air was also important as well if you're out front.
Clean air definitely felt better,
right.
But I don't think it was huge.
Right.
I think track position was more important because it was hard to pass on old tires. But like I said, I think on that last run, I contemplated pitting early, but I knew we had to run down Macklin, and I came down and took 2 on the last stop, and 2 worked pretty good, to be honest. Almost got back there to Bob, but like I said, just getting out of the pit stall was where I lost a lot of time.
Hey, man, you know what to do. Shout out to all that you want to give out.
Yep, got a shout out to all the Sim500 guys, all the admins do a great job here. Thank my teammates, me and Bob were up there running 1-2 for a good bit there. Bobby came home 8th. I want to thank you all the broadcasters. I watched back to the broadcast from last week. Hey, y'all do a great job, and I'll see you next week.
Hey, good job, John, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. All right, next up we will bring in Bob Gillard. He finishes P2 here tonight. Bob, it's Adam and Todd up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
P2 tonight, man. 40 laps led, and you and Tyler both actually led 40 laps, but still a second place finish. Going back a little bit now, pit strategy was definitely a big thing in this one. Talk us through that.
Yeah, I mean the shorter fuel cell caught me off just a little bit, but I was worried about EJ. 'Cause I saw what he was doing, and he was saving, and then when it got down about 90 to go, we were just into that run before the last stop, and I was talking to my teammates, like, I think I'm going to go ahead and pit, but maybe I'll wait, and because Macklin, had short pitted there, and so I knew, that was going to be close, and I just waited too long. I was looking at lap 91, 92, and I almost came in, and I didn't, and it was like the next lap or so, Brian came in, and I was a lap behind him, and we were running him down traffic, but it kind of evened out. The tires did. So, good run. Happy we led a few laps, but great strategy on Brian's behalf. I mean, great run.
One thing about this series is there's no playoffs with the point system. It's just straight up heads-to-head racing. Gary Sexton came in here as the points leader. You came in here 3 points behind. It looks like you guys got a possibility to be tied going into next week. Are you even thinking about points right now, or are you just out there having fun?
Not really. I'll probably start paying a little bit of attention to it, but Big Sexy's going to be tough, man. I mean, I think he just got off on the strategy there a little bit, but Gary was fast tonight too.
For sure.
You got Tyler, of course, Macklin showing up, Gary, Bobby, Wessel. I mean, there's a lot of fast trucks in here, you just never know.
For sure on that one, man. Well, you know what it is. Shout out to all that you want to give out.
Yeah. Let me call out my teammates of Sim500 Mafia with Tyler and Bobby Wessel tonight, and appreciate you guys, Trackside Racing Network, especially here on these late Friday nights. And I want to thank Steve, and Joy Jatina behind the scenes of Sim500. Just amazing the things he does. Pretty decent run. We'll take it, and we'll look forward, I guess, moving on into next week.
For sure, man. Hey, good job tonight.
Hey, thanks, Adam.
buddy.
Appreciate you guys a lot.
All right, as my McAfee virus protection pops up, we're going to bring in our race winner this time. It is none other than Mr. Brian Macklin. You got a copy? Hey, Brian, it's Adam and Todd. You got me? Hopefully. There he is. He's got us now.
Guys.
Hey, man, well, your strategy pays off, and that was the big thing that we was talking about with them other guys as well. Talk about your strategy, and, I mean, congrats on a win. Hey, you got us?
Yeah, I'm sorry, my keys are not working right. So like I was telling them in the server, I got into the race, and I haven't ran the Midnight Thunder series in a while, and I forgot that we run a little bit of a smaller fuel cell in these races. And I went into this race thinking it was going to be a two-stop race, and I figured out 15 or 20 laps in that wasn't going to be the case. So I was originally racing it like a two-stop race. I was going to run it, and try to do that. And we ran it dry the first run, and I realized that if we ran it dry the second run, we were going to have to pit again, roughly with like 5 laps to go. So I figured I'd split the second run up and see if I could make it work, and it worked out for me.
Man, talk about running Charlotte. This place, since they're repaved, because a lot of guys are used to the older style track, and that's my favorite one. But talk about running this track. I mentioned it to Tyler. It looks like clean air does help on this place.
Oh, man, clean air was so important. I was behind on the first run. I was behind Tyler and Bob, and I felt like I was quicker than them, but I could not go anywhere. And a couple of times when I went to the top and got some clean air, the truck really turned good, but there just wasn't enough momentum coming off the top to be able to make a whole lot out of it. So and I was also burning my tires up by doing it. So it just came down to the pit strategy ultimately, because if we'd had a bunch of cautions tonight, the leader probably would have had full control of the race. But Charlotte has always been one of those tracks that it's just really tough to pass, and it's all about tire management and just having that track position, and that's exactly what happened tonight.
For sure, man. Well, you know what to do. Shouts and all that. Big win here tonight.
Yeah, man, I got to thank Trans-Service Logistics. They're not my primary on this vehicle, but they are my primary on Monday nights. So I got to thank them for being a part of my Monday night program and being a part of the league. They sponsor the Cup Series. It's really cool. Got to thank you guys for coming on and doing the broadcast. It's really cool to get to go back and watch these races. You guys do a great job. And got to thank my teammates. EJ was the only one that showed up tonight, but there's a pretty good cast of them. So got to give them a shout out as well.
Hey, good job tonight, man. Congrats on a big win.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thanks, man. By the way, Todd, before we get to the final thing, he actually set the fastest lap of the race on lap 96, which was pretty impressive. Anyway.
Yeah, you don't see that.
Yeah. You usually see that happen very early because draft and stuff, but just to show you that being out in clean air does matter. And maybe even getting a little bit of draft, who knows. Anyway, what's your thoughts?
Well, we kind of said it about halfway through this race, how we didn't see the narrative come over from Wednesday night. It kind of shifted towards a fuel management race and tire management race, like we had thought, like we had talked about at the beginning of the show. And that's exactly what it was. I mean, Brian Macklin, you heard him talking about how he thought it was going to be a two-stop show, and it ended up being, a three-stop. And he said there was no way he was going to be able to make it by running it out again on that second fuel run. So he decided to come down, split the last two fuel runs in half, and it ultimately worked for him.
Yeah, what's going to be interesting to me is this is their second week in a row with a fuel mileage top race. Not sure what it's going to do about next week. Maybe could see kind of a similar thing because it's about a half track and it's 115 laps, so a little bit shorter, but pretty interesting there. Anyway, we'll just have to wait and see. That's going to do it for us tonight, guys. We'll be back Sunday night. Hope y'all enjoy tomorrow or today now. Y'all have a great night. Take care as always. Adam and Todd, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I think I'm all set.
Y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless.